KiraCaptions, like and subscribe for more. Check out the Patreon. Link in description.
I slouched on the edge of my sister's bed, idly kicking at a pile of her laundry with my sneaker. She'd stormed out earlier, muttering something about meeting her weird friends at the mall, leaving me alone in her cluttered room. I wasn't even sure why I'd wandered in here, boredom maybe, or just looking for something to mess with. Her space was a chaotic shrine to her goth obsession. Black curtains, band posters plastered on the walls, and a faint whiff of incense lingering in the air. My eyes roamed over the mess until they landed on something odd sticking out from under her pillow. A notebook, its black cover embossed with strange, jagged symbols that looked like they belonged in a horror movie. "What's this?" I muttered, smirking as I pulled it free. The leather felt cool against my fingers, and when I flipped it open, I was greeted by pages of handwritten scrawl, intricate diagrams, crescent moons, and words in a language I couldn't even guess at. It looked like some kind of spell book, straight out of one of those cheesy supernatural shows she was always watching. My sister, the wannabe witch. Hilarious. I flipped through a few pages, snickering at the doodles of daggers and pentagrams. Then I landed on a passage written in shaky, almost frantic handwriting. It was in English this time, a spell complete with instructions. Chant with intent, focus your will, and the form shall shift. Ridiculous. I glanced around her empty room, the faint hum of her stereo buzzing in the background. "All right, let's see what you've got," I said, grinning as I cleared my throat. I read the lines aloud, exaggerating each syllable like I was auditioning for a low-budget fantasy flick. Umbra vocis, forma mutara, tenebris mea. The words felt clumsy on my tongue, and when I finished, I waited, half expecting a dramatic puff of smoke or a laugh track. Nothing. I rolled my eyes. Figures. "Total bullshit," I said, tossing the notebook onto the bed. But as the words left my mouth, a weird chill crept up my spine. The air in the room thickened, like a storm was brewing indoors, and my skin prickled as if I'd brushed against a live wire.
"What the—" My voice cracked, sounding higher than usual, and I clapped a hand over my mouth, startled. A strange warmth bloomed in my chest, spreading through me in pulsing waves. My heart started pounding, and I stumbled off the bed, clutching at my stomach as the sensation intensified. "Okay, this isn't funny," I muttered, darting for the full-length mirror propped against her wall. My reflection stared back at me, wide-eyed and pale, and then it started to change. My hips twitched, then widened slowly, stretching the waistband of my jeans until they dug into my skin. I gasped, grabbing at them, but the transformation didn't stop. My legs slimmed, my thighs softening as the denim clung awkwardly to my shifting frame. The warmth surged upward, and my hair, short and messy just moments ago, began to grow. Strands spilled over my shoulders, lengthening and darkening into a glossy jet-black cascade. I reached up, tugging at it in disbelief, my fingers trembling. "Holy shit," I whispered, and my voice wasn't mine anymore. The familiar deep tone was gone, replaced by something soft, melodic, and unmistakably feminine. My reflection showed a stranger, narrower shoulders, a slim waist, and a curvy silhouette I couldn't wrap my head around. Panic clawed at me, but I couldn't look away as the changes kept coming. The heat shifted to my chest, and a tingling pressure built there. My t-shirt stretched tight, fabric straining as my flat chest began to swell. I stumbled back, clutching at myself, but there was no stopping it. Within seconds, my shirt was taut against a pair of full, undeniable curves. My breath hitched, and I stared at the mirror, my new figure framed by long black hair and a body that looked like it belonged on one of my sister's goth album covers. "No way, no freaking way," I said, my lilting voice shaking as I touched my face. My features were softening too, cheekbones higher, lips fuller, eyes bigger and framed by thick, dark lashes. Even my clothes started to feel wrong, too baggy in some places and too tight in others. I spun around, catching a glimpse of myself from every angle, and noticed my sneakers didn't fit right anymore. My feet were smaller, daintier. "This is the spell," I muttered, pacing the room, my hair swishing behind me with every step. That stupid book. It actually worked. My mind raced, flipping between panic and a bizarre flicker of curiosity. I looked like one of her friends now, pale, curvy, and dripping with that effortless dark vibe. Fishnets and platform boots would have completed the look, but I was still stuck in my old clothes, a mismatched mess. "Okay, focus," I said aloud, trying to steady my breathing. "There's got to be an undo button for this, right?" I lunged for the notebook, flipping through the pages with shaking hands, but the symbols and scribbles blurred together. My sister would be back soon, and I could already imagine her smug grin if she caught me like this. "Come on, there's got to be something," I whispered, my new voice trembling as I scanned the spellbook, desperate for a way out.